Today I'd like to provide an update on the crisis involving Russia and Ukraine.
Will be based on what is best for the people of Ukraine.
Plan war.
Aussi de reprendre un dialogue exigeant.
In comparison to the previous year in the Baltics.
Украина хочет миру.
Который как раз и призваны юридические соглашения.
When Putin came to power in 1999, NATO had 19 members. Now it has 30. And some of those countries used to be part of the Soviet Union. Putin says NATO is trying to expand its influence over Europe and countries that Russia used to control.
Создание таких угроз для нас и есть красные линии.
Ukraine is the latest country which could join, and NATO has repeatedly said it would welcome the alliance.
Each and every nation has the right to choose its own path.
So Russia says its troops need to be on the border of Ukraine, because NATO's expansion right up to Russia's doorstep is the last straw for Putin.
Мы что ли ставим ракеты рядом с границами Соединенных Штатов? Нет. Это же Соединенные Штаты своими ракетами пришли к нашему дому.
Ukraine is a country Putin has a particular interest in. Last year, in an epic 5,000-word essay, he claimed the two countries are, quote, one people. That's because for hundreds of years, Ukraine belonged to the Russian Empire, and for most of the 20th century, Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union. But when the USSR collapsed in 1991, 92% of Ukrainians voted for independence. For the next 2 decades, the country wrestled with whether to align itself with Europe or Russia. Then, in 2013, it looked like the balance had tipped. Ukraine's government rejected the European Union for closer ties with Russia. This decision was met with mass protests, which spilled into violence and revolution, as Ukraine's pro-Russia leader was overthrown. Less than a week later, Russian forces seized Crimea, an area with a large Russian population. Then Putin sent more troops, this time into eastern Ukraine, to support pro-Russian uprisings, sparking a conflict that has killed more than 14,000 people, and still continues to this day. All of this has led us here to this deadlock. Putin on one side demanding a stop to NATO expansion, the West on the other side demanding that Russia withdraws its troops. So this is about history, this is about geopolitics, and this is about Putin himself.
Putin finds it hard to de-escalate, and he is very pride-obsessed in many of such situations.
He wants to prove to all Russians that Russia is once again a great world power.
Putin will remember how his popularity soared after he seized the Crimea in 2014, and state-run news has been making threatening sounds on behalf of the Kremlin.
Мы введем войска в Украину. Это наша земля.
Это вот...
Хрен вам, вот вам, а не НАТО. Вот, вот прямо, даже не мечтайте, твари.
But whether the Russian people actually want a war is far less clear. And fewer than a fifth of Russians actually support reuniting the two countries.
There is no enthusiasm about war with Ukraine. It was not the case before, it is not now.
And Russian officials have repeatedly denied invasion plans.
We will not attack, strike, invade, quote unquote, whatever, Ukraine.
But Putin has proven to be unpredictable.
The reality is that none of us really know what President Putin's intentions are.
Both sides are backing words with military might, and no one is backing down for now. The people of Ukraine hope it will be talks, not tanks, that decide the outcome.